Stephanie! Ah! Fluffy! Ah! Fluffy's so
Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in the last one we went to work for the first time with Jessica. I honestly forgot her name for a second there. And yeah, so I played a little bit in ahead as I said I would. So we are only on Friday, she's going to work in a little bit. And I do have a little bit of money here. I went out a bit and kind of collected the stuff that was around the neighborhood. And yeah, I got her a little bit of money. I started selling off some stuff by accident and I didn't mean to. It was mostly just the capsules that we got. Do you guys want me to actually collect them and do like, because what you can do is you can actually collect the things. And I know a lot of people don't like the capsules. I know that they're like, oh, you know, it doesn't really give you anything, but that's just because everyone's always selling them. And I'm thinking, what if I actually kept them? I actually know how to cheat to get all the plants, by the way. I won't be doing that. I won't do it, but I know how to cheat it. So these were the 4 I found. I think I got a couple of doubles. I'm not too sure. But I did find these 4. I've sold them all. But what if I were to complete this whole collection? Would you guys want that? Because I can do that easily. Like, yeah, I can easily grab all of them and try and complete this whole collection. Would you guys be interested in that? Let me know in the comments below. Because I've never actually completed any of these. I'm gonna let you guys know that right now. I've never actually completed any of these. And I'd be really interested in actually doing that. So, we have all of the different stuff here. Obviously, I can't do all of them, but I think the easiest one to do would be the My Sims trophies. So, let me know what you guys think. I can easily go and collect all of them if you guys find it interesting. And I'm also thinking of starting up another little garden, so I might actually do that just before she has work. I have this, by the way, if you guys are wondering, I have it set right now onto the Sims 3 control, so I can move, I can just move it however I want. So like in the Sims 3 where you can like tilt it up and down and everything, I can do that again. I like doing that. That's what I do for my Sims speed builds. So I actually find that really useful. Okay, so I'm just gonna, should I do one of each? I think one of each should be good. Or you know what, two of each. Because I find that having the garden is actually really good income, especially when you have like 3 of each and you get this huge garden. Yeah, I think that's honestly how I got so much of my money the last time. I had a huge garden at one. I was able to get that file to play again, so I've been playing on it, and oh my god, that garden is huge. I recently transferred houses and everything, and then that one, and it's just huge. It is huge. So, yeah. Also, I don't know if you guys have or not, but if you aren't, do follow me on Twitter. I often post up a bunch of stuff on there ahead of time, and you can also stay up to date with a lot of other stuff, and I also post questions on there for anyone, really. So I posted up something, and it was the Simology for the first Legacy challenge I did. Oh my god. And basically it has, oh my god, What is going on here? Okay. So move that over 2. Okay. And now I'll put down another one because for some reason it wasn't placed in the world. I don't know why. Okay. And my game is lagging like crazy. I don't know what's causing it. Thank you. Okay. 1, 2. Just puts enough space between the two of them. Okay, put that back. 1, 2, space, down and down. Okay. I think it just happens when I load up a save file, it just lags at the beginning and then it's fine afterwards. Okay, so now I want you to plant all of these. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, so what I like about Twitter is that I can post up things and ask you guys a whole bunch of stuff ahead of time and then see what the general what's the word? I guess sort of feeling towards it is. And if you guys like the idea of something, then I can easily do that. So what I was thinking is, because I can get back to that Legacy challenge, what if I did a current household series with it? And I just kind of went back and forth. Like, I would pop in like every once in a while with that household, especially if anything big happens, which a lot of big stuff have happened with that one since I started playing it again. And I was just wondering, would you guys be interested in seeing what's happened? Should we join her? Oh, I'll send her alone. We've seen her go to work already, and I can easily just fast forward through this until she comes back. But, so yeah, so I'm thinking of doing a current household with my original Legacy Challenge household, which is just the Norse household now. But if you guys haven't watched the original one, there's quite a few videos on it. I don't know how many. It's over 20. I know that. I think we got into like 32. I think there's 32. But what would you guys think of having a new series on that? Because a lot has happened. If you check out the picture that I posted of the Simology, I clicked on the founder, so you get to see just from her, and it's actually quite interesting to look at. There's also a little bit of a spoiler in there if you guys notice it. Let me don't actually say what it is like right away, but if you guys notice what is slightly different with that picture, that's actually really interesting, and it kind of points to just how far along I've gotten with this one. But yeah, it's actually really interesting, and I really want to know what you guys think. And I feel like I talk about something too long, but I also get distracted. I have to come back to it. But yeah, so that's me. That's how I am. Yeah, no, I'm really bad with babbling on about stuff. Rambling. I go on about stuff too long, and I often feel like it gets really annoying at times. And I'm really sorry about that, because I find it annoying, and I'm guessing if I find it annoying in myself, you guys probably do. And I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, so basically what I was wanting to say is, yes or no, let me know in the comments or with a like, if you want to see a current household with my original Legacy Challenge household. That would be quite interesting to see, I think. Okay, Claire's off to work, and we're just gonna speed through. I think when she comes back, she'll just water all of these. And, oh, yes, something else that I can show you. It's not loading in. Okay. You are hungry, but I want to have you garden. Great. Leg to the extreme. I think it's Johnny. Is it Johnny? Yeah. Johnny's Zest. I've never actually seen this one before. Sorry, these are actually really annoying. I'm gonna pull them off. It bugs my head, honestly. It doesn't sit properly on, so it bugs me. But Johnny's Zest, I've never actually seen this sim before. I ran into him and Jessica actually started hitting it off really well with him, and I'm wondering, should I go after him as the husband? Because that would actually be very interesting. They hardly know each other. They were talking, and then they started cloud gazing together. But cloud gazing gets their my timer was paused for some reason. I think I hit it by accident. Seems to get their friendliness up really high. So I'm thinking of going after Johnny's zest. So that's something. You are hungry, so let's get you something to eat. Oh yes. I put this at the beginning. I haven't mentioned it yet, or I will put this at the beginning when you guys see this. But I completely forgot about this. I almost said Naomi. Oh my god. Jessica had a fire not too long ago, and I did record part of it. And you guys will see it either at the beginning or when I mention this. I may put it in just so you guys can see it. But yeah, that was interesting. And basically now she is no longer allowed to use the oven. She's living off of basically like garden salad. Have lunch. She needs faux BLT because she is. I thought she was vegetarian. Yeah, she's vegetarian. Isn't she? Yes, she is. I like having the vegetarian one because it gives a few different options. I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen it for non-vegetarian Sims, but it might be there. I honestly don't look for non-vegetarian Sims. Actually, have I played with non-vegetarian Sims in a while? Oh, I don't think so. I think all the households I've been playing with lately have been I made after I got City Living, which has the vegetarian. Wait, no. Vegetarian didn't come with City Living. What did it come with? I think it came with City Living. Anyway, basically every time I have a sim, I use a vegetarian one because I think it's just really interesting. And I'm not vegetarian myself. I would actually be more of a carnivore than a vegetarian. Or, I love meat. I could not live without it. And I'm actually not, you know, a lot of the times it's seen as like bad for girls to really like meat, and I don't see why. You actually do need meat in your diet. That's why a lot of vegetarians have to find alternatives and eat a shit ton of those alternatives just to match the daily quota that you would have gotten out of the meat. Like just like my sister alone, she needs to eat more red meat because of how much iron is in red meat, and she doesn't. So, well, not that she doesn't eat enough. We don't eat enough, but none of it's enough. But she lives basically off chicken. She loves chicken. Me, I love my steak. We're like opposite ends of the spectrum field right now. Even when she does eat steak, she has to have it fully cooked. Well, mine is like rare, medium rare kind of thing. And I really cannot wait to have enough money to get that trash can because I am in love with it. But I think we're just gonna sell off everything else here. And once we start making a really good income, I don't think we'll worry too much about collecting all that stuff around. Not that it actually gives it quite a fair bit of money. But I am going to try and not... well, I think one of the main problems I had last time too was I didn't get rid of a lot of money. And what I would also do is when I was getting a new house, I would basically just bulldoze the lot, which would give me a shit ton of money. And then I would either make or get a new lot off the gallery, and that would, you know, I would have a lot of money left afterwards. Ooh. Oh my god, I think it's like a 1,200 for the garbage can. We're just gonna pop in really quickly. But yeah, so I definitely think we're so close. One more day. Yeah, we're so... Oh my god, we're so close. Okay, I saw some... Okay, I know this is gonna be really bad, but this is something that I really want to get again. Oh yeah. So, keep forgetting I'm using Sims 3 controls, not Sims 4. Because, it used different buttons for each. So, when I was trying to click and I was like, wait, no, that's not gonna work, that's not the button to use that anymore. I would usually just use the left key to move, and like I can't do that anymore. I have to use the right key to move around. Cool. Ooh. I'm gonna actually have some money left over from this. And what do we have here? Okay. So do we get a capsule or what do we get? We got another medal. Okay. So gotta sell that. So that way we're not completely out of money. Ooh. Nice. So we got $200 out of that. Okay. So where are you? Okay. Let's just follow you back. And then we're going to get that garbage can because I don't know if you guys know, but I love this garbage can. In my speed builds, I was talking about how I want to use the Sarah's shelf in every build now because, I mean, it's called a Sarah's shelf. Like, I have to use it. It's, you know, it's named after me. I have to use it. Ooh. But I was saying how I really want to use it, and it's gonna be like my signature item now in every build. And then I realized that I actually do already have a signature item in every build, which is the garbage can, which let's be honest, is probably one of the best garbage cans in the whole game because it gives you money back when you use it. You get 10 simoleons for every sim you have living on that lot. So if you have like a full household, which I think is 8 sims, you get $80 every time you put a plate in the garbage can. And I think that's also another thing I was doing that was quickly racking up money for me. And we're basically broke again. So yeah, see, 10 simoleons. If I had 2 sims, it'd be 20, and so on and up to 80. Now, if you had a mod on where you can have more sims, you would obviously get more money out of it, but I don't have that mod. I only really have... Actually, I have a few mods. I think that's what's lagging my game, actually. It's been lagging before, but it's really only started, like, really badly lagging after I put in a few mods. So, if you guys don't know, I have the... Oh, it's a different one than I was using before, but it's basically the same thing. It's a pregnancy mod. And I really like it, actually. Because you could... I was having a little bit of fun in one of my other save files. I got a bunch of male sims pregnant with other male sims that they didn't know. At least I don't think they did. And it's actually quite interesting to use, and I use it like bare minimum. So if you scan, it'll like if I scan her right now, it says, you know, she's not pregnant. Sometimes if I really want the sims to have a certain like gender, or if like I want them to have like twins, one girl, one boy, I'll use that and just sort of change it up. Or what I was doing in another one, because I didn't want to actually play on the sims, I had clicked one of the sims and I used the what is it called? Impregnate any sim by any other sim. And I basically got her pregnant through that. And I found out that using that mod actually could get a teenager pregnant, so that was cool. I clicked it and I didn't know that it could actually work. And so when it did, I'm like, oh my god, what is she gonna have? I scanned her and right away, twin boys. and I kind of had to, like, when it's actually pregnant, you have like you can scan. I think you can do like a set stage, which is basically not showing first trimester, second trimester, third trimester, and begin labor. So I kind of clicked on begin labor just to have them come out, and oh my god, it was probably one of the best things I've ever done on The Sims, to be honest. And so I decided that if we can't get someone to like her, what are we? Why is that not showing up? Do I not have it turned on? Oh, you know what? I think I turned it off. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I turned it off while I was playing off screen, so I'll probably be doing that. When I'm playing off screen, I'll have it turned off so that lifespan, it doesn't do anything. So days till aged up is 18. I think, well, we started on this Sunday. We always start on this Sunday. Here's the Monday. Do we start on the Sunday? No, we start on the Sunday. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So let's say 23 days. Oh, let's put it down to 22. 22 days. So let's say if she doesn't have someone by about 11, 10 days to age up, then I'm going to use the mod on her. That sounds fair, right? Because, I mean, yeah, she's a young adult, but we kind of want her to have kids and everything before she's an elder, or before she turns, before she's an elder, because then she can't have kids. And, I'm sorry. So we're gonna go after Johnny Zest here, I believe. I don't know the rest of his traits, actually. Let's invite him over. Her needs were really... Oh, just in time, too. Awesome. Oh, I mean, this is just a beautiful house. He's going to love it. Johnny Zest will be right over. Awesome. But yeah, so I feel like if halfway to adulthood she doesn't have any kids, we're just gonna cheat kids for her. I feel like that is reasonable. That is very reasonable because, I mean, we need kids to continue with this challenge. And we have to fill out this whole world. And if you guys have seen my speed builds, basically, I think with the first one, which is a starter home, I'm so sorry, guys. So the first one that is a starter home, right up to, I think, it's Twin Oracle Peaks, is the title of the house. I think that was the last one I did in this world, which I believe was actually on this lot. So all of those videos, and I think I have them numbered. If not, I will probably go in later and number them. But that's how many lots there are in this world, and we have to fill up all of them. Now, I'm not sure it's a 10 generation, or you just have to have enough children to fill up the lot. And but I'm going to one child, unless she has naturally, I'm not going to cheat anything but to actually make her pregnant. So unless through the game she has twins or triplets. Jeez, and you keep yawning. I'm so sorry, guys. So unless through the game naturally she has twins or triplets, one child, and I feel like that will make it a little bit harder, and it'll... Actually, no, 2 children. She'll have to have 2 children for one to move out, to live on another lot. So 2 children. One to stay in the current lot, and one to move out. So she'll have to have 2 children, no more than that, and then that's how we'll fill up the lot. Fill up the world. And, oh yeah, because I was like, no, that doesn't seem right, because we need someone to stay here, and it's just like, yeah, so 2 children, unless we get triplets, on the first go. Hopefully not in the second, because that would be like 4 kids, and oh my god, having 4 toddlers. Oh my god, that would be scary. That would be scary, having like like 3 or 4 toddlers running around. Oh my god, I would not be able to handle that. I've seen people do like, you know, families where it's like 1 adult and like 7 toddlers, and I was like, how do you do that? It's not possible. It's not. And it's just like, oh my god, it just seems so scary. So I don't want to. Oh, another thing, I also have the MC Command Center, because everyone's got to have it. It's probably the best mod to have in the game. Ask about day. Get to know. If get to know pops up again, I'll do that again. What was about family? You don't have a family. Tell a joke about penguins. And okay, I'm gonna do the get to know again, and then cloud gazing, because that is honestly a great way to get up a relationship. And I'm almost done. I don't want to be almost done, so let's just speed through it. Okay. But yeah, so I think that's fair. That's fair. So no more than 2 children. And then, so the first one will automatically be the heir. And then the second one is the one that will move out. It doesn't matter male or female. The first one will automatically be the one who gets moved out. And I think that sounds right. That sounds pretty good. Anyway, guys, my timer's gone off. And I actually think this is a good place to end this video, so I hope you guys have all enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button, comment, and share. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot. It would mean a lot to me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. So I'm actually going to be talking throughout the whole video, which is something I haven't done in a long time. The main reason is I was sick for a very